Greetings, Earthlings and humans. Well, before we jump into some amazing sequoias, I wanted to announce that I reached my March 1st weight goal. Actually, I did 1 pound better, 286. I hope you're taking care of your human body out there. Well, on with the show. So here we are at this KOA at Visalia, California, and we're on our way to Kings Canyon National Park today to see some sequoia trees. Yesterday we went just briefly to Sequoia National Park. They're twin parks, basically, like almost like the twin cities in Minnesota, I suppose. Anyway, we had a pleasant night's sleep, getting not quite so late start, but a little later start than I should, and we're off to have an adventure today. I think these are little tiny orange trees. Soon they will be big orange trees like these. On our way to see the General Sherman tree. There's some kind of, I thought it was clouds at first, but I'm wondering if it is smoke. It definitely looks like smoke. There's a fire up there. We are driving towards the smoke. Interestingly. I hope they don't turn us around. Control burn. Oh, okay. So this burn is on purpose. So we don't need to worry. Whew. Wish they'd had that sign further down. So we are in the heart of it. Just got past the entrance. Oh, look at this tree. I mean, we're starting to see some amazing things, and we'll be, in just a few miles, we'll be there. And you can see why they might require chains on your vehicle at this point, because it's obviously much colder up here and probably gets much colder at night. So it's so strange that they have these controlled burns along the way. So we just got some advice from the visitor center about where to go and what not to miss. So we're going to the General Grant tree, and there's about a 2-mile hike around that area that is accessible now. I guess it can get snowed in very easily this time of year. But today we're going to be able to go there. We can also go to Hume Lake, I believe. And she said the road there, it's closed off at one point. So we will get views of the canyon. We can't take the whole route to see the canyon because it's closed off this time of year. I think we'll get a good taste of what's going on, and I'm most looking forward to seeing some sequoia trees. They are apparently the largest trees on Earth in terms of the volume of wood. So, can't wait. We're here. These are just some of the trees in the parking lot. We're gonna go check out General Grant now, see if we can find out where he is. Wow. So apparently wow. So apparently the bark on these trees has a natural resistance to fire, from what I have heard. So we're inside of one of these trees, one of these felled trees. Watch your step. Slippery. So here we are at the General Grant, and this tree, believe it or not, is 1,700 years old, and over 46,000. What was it? Over 46,000 cubic feet in volume. It's the third oldest tree. It's the third largest tree anywhere, I guess. I think we're going to see the first largest tree tomorrow if all goes well. This is a looping trail that I think you can come at the General Grant tree from either direction. Look at this tree, sort of on this hill. Apparently their root systems are not that deep, and they don't have a taproot. More information on the brain feed is necessary.
This here cabin was built in 1872 by Israel Gamlin, who with his brother Thomas filed a timber claim to 160 acres within Grant Grove. They quartered here until 1878 while grazing cattle in the mountains after General Grant National Park was established in 1890. The cabin was used as a storehouse by the U.S. Cavalry, who patrolled the park until 1913. Later, it became the quarters of the first park ranger stationed here.
So I've decided to take this little walk off the beaten path, and it started at this cabin down here, just to the right of it as you're facing it. It's a green trail, it has green markings. I think it's the North Boundary Trail, and we'll just take it for a little bit, see if it goes anywhere. If it doesn't, we'll go back. There we go. I don't know if you see the green marker ahead. It tells us we're on the right path still. There it is. I love the color of this moss. I have to be careful not to slip on this part. Interesting. By the way, somebody asked the ranger while I was standing close by about bears and seemed to be a little concerned about bears and meeting up with bears. And the ranger said that the bears are hibernating right now. So probably, unless you were covered with honey, they would not come out and bother you, most likely. So quite a few people took that paved path that circled around the General Grant tree from the parking lot. But I've only seen one other couple so far on this path, and maybe I've been going, I don't know, 1/4 of a mile or so, maybe not quite that. It's really just a beautiful hike.
Some interesting facts about sequoia trees and this park. Their bark grows up to 3 feet thick, and they can live as long as 3,000 years. They can be as tall as a 26-story building. The sequoias, however, are not the tallest tree. That would be the Hyperion redwood, also in California. But they are the largest in terms of volume. This park, Kings Canyon, was established in 1940, but the Sequoia National Park is actually the second oldest park in America, and it was established in 1890. Yellowstone would be the oldest national park, established in 1872. And there's some of that beautiful, thick bark. So many colors and textures.
It almost feels like it's bending over me. I guess it's going straight up, but it feels like it's bending over the top of me.
The Centennial Stump, diameter 24 feet. This here tree was cut in 1875, and a 16-foot section sent to the Philadelphia Centennial Exhibition of 1876. Only the outer shell was exhibited, the parts being reassembled after shipment. Eastern people refused to accept the exhibit as part of a single tree and called it a California hoax. It took 2 men 9 days to chop down the tree. Its upper trunk is the scarred log down slope from the Grant tree. Ladies from a nearby logging camp used to conduct Sunday school services for their children upon the stump. That's how they did it back then.
So I just realized that that tree tunnel is actually the other side of the other tunnel. So if I'd come through, I would have bypassed the path to General Grant completely, but it's kind of a shortcut to the end of the path. Just discovered that. And here we come back to the parking lot. These trees are in love. Tree lovers. Wouldn't it be amazing if I saw a Bigfoot? I think the chances are unlikely, but that would be awesome. Hume Lake is ahead. We are on the right track.
The ranger said even though the Kings Canyon Scenic Byway, or 180, was closed this time of year, we would get to see some of the views of the canyon from the Hume Lake Drive.
That might be the best we're going to see of Kings Canyon. Yeah, so we're just walking along the shore of the lake a little bit. So tomorrow we'll see if we can see General Sherman, which I believe is the biggest tree in the world, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of sheer cubic volume. And then we'll see if we can actually touch some water.
By the way, very quickly, if you like the show, consider Buy Me a Coffee to help support the show. Buy Me a Coffee is a great way for creators and artists to accept one-time support or membership ongoing from their fans for the price of a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/BrainFire to help the show. Thank you.
I wanna buy a Winnebago and get out of here to where the weather take some coffee and some bagels and get out of here to where the weather is cool.